I hope you all got 3 hours cleared on your schedule, because here we go.
Yeah, nobody can yap like these two people right here. I'll tell you what. Plus, we got a call in from somebody with a lot of things to say, so that's
Yeah, sadly, we got to hear from that guy. Dude, Patrick, welcome to PMLP. I'm so glad you're here.
good.
Tricky
Dude, Matt,
P.
thank you so much. What an incredible.
The commish. Oh my
No,
God.
hey, I bow to you. The media controls the narrative. The media controls everything. Not the government, not the president, right? I'm just a
Yeah.
figurehead. You and Chip, what you've done to this podcast has been. I mean, we were just together not long ago. We did an in-person PMLP, and so to be
That's
back
true.
here, to be the person you call when one of the two goats is out, it means a lot to me, and I really, I love it. I love it because you two have upped your game. Let me say that right now. Let me just start by saying that I feel a weight on my shoulders. I feel a pressure because you guys have been killing it this
Wow.
year, and every single season unanimously, like I've talked to people privately. We always, we do the PMLPP. We review every episode.
Yes. Yeah.
You guys are nailing it, man. This is the best season.
Wow. That's really good to hear. I really appreciate that feedback. It's a lot of fun, and it only happens because of our fan base. You know, you got guys like Parker, Cody, not really Cody, Parker, that like help push this. Ryan pushes it. You know, we got a lot of guys calling in. I will say we always need more call-ins every week. I feel like we're chasing people down, so just point that out. Said it before. Come on, people, come on in. Open platform anytime you want it, you know. But wow.
That's an important call out too. Is like, yo, if you got something to say, just throw it in there, right? Like send a voice message rather than send it in the group. As much as you love the engagement in there, it's important. It's dopamine. Just send it to Matt and Chip as a conversation piece that we can all talk about.
Yeah, and especially because there's some people out there that don't like when Chip and I talk about our own team. So call in and give us something else to talk about, because, you know,
Right.
it's hard not to when you're in first and second place. So someone's got to give us something.
Yeah, that's actually the most excited reason. That's what excites me the most about being here is that I'm going to break up what would have been probably just a. There's lots of phrases for it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. I don't know your students watch this, but if you want to put the words in my mouth, then yeah, go ahead. But at the same time, like that's where I was going to land. Yeah, absolutely. So,
do you feel like you're on top of the mountain?
Right? Well deserved. You are on top of the mountain, and it's a beautiful thing. I mean, you've been there, so you can admire the view and say, "Oh, I recognize this," but
yeah,
the other guy, you know.
This year feels so different, though. I'll say that. That's something we'll get into later. Like, yes, last year I lapped the league, went 11-0, which feels so weird to think back on. 11-0 last year.
What happened? Yeah.
I'm 4-1, so like I've lost only one more loss than that, but I don't feel the same. Last year I felt like I had a squad. I don't feel like that.
Do you have more fear? Do you have more fear in your heart? Is that why?
A little bit, but I like that I have more fear because Parker says it, the best team doesn't always win. So I like that I have the fear. I think I still have room to grow, which is what I want. I want in the playoffs to be able to grow and not peak, you know? So we'll see.
Yeah.
Here I am already talking about my team. But I mean, should we dive into to last week? Do you want to see it?
I would love to dive into last week. Well, I would like to. I wouldn't love to.
That makes
I was
sense.
close, man. I was really close. I needed one more Mahomes touchdown, and
I was rooting for you so hard. I honestly, well, actually, let's just jump right to that because I got a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
Here we go. This was a lot of fun. This was a big matchup. We talked about it last week. You guys were 2-2. Both had the injured wide receivers. Like, it just was like a lot of parallels. And it's crazy how every week we get different matchups, but every week we have parallels. You know, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Walk me through, how'd you feel before Monday night's game? Did you feel like you had a shot?
Quietly, I thought, okay, Mahomes is Mahomes. He looked really, really, really great the week prior. You never know what he's going to do. I thought I was in striking distance, and then, but you don't want to vocalize that because I was far enough away that I said, okay, like, this is a long shot, but it's there. So in the back of my mind, I said, okay. And then after the first half that he had, I thought, all right, like, this could really be something here.
Yeah.
Still expecting to be devastated ultimately. But also Ryan probably has the worst luck in the history of PML on primetime. And so I knew I had that going for me, but yeah.
I want to say I admire the fact that you didn't vocalize it. You know, some people could go either way, as in they vocalize, I'm coming back tonight, Patrick Mahomes is going to kick your ass, Ryan, it's going to happen. Or you could take the Cody approach and say, I'm fucked. Oh God, I'm screwed. When Cody ends up winning, and we'll get to that matchup. But you just let the player speak for itself. And then when it was happening, you did bring it back up. You brought it to the attention. I'm a little mad. I didn't see it, but you said, am I alive? And then I had to go check the app, and I was like, holy crap, he is alive. So I don't know. I appreciate you on that.
Well, that's one thing that I think the 6-point passing touchdowns, which might be a good talking point just in
Sure.
generally, I've really enjoyed those so far. I really have. And actually, we did, waivers clear tomorrow, not today. Either way, I got some moves I need to make big time for this week, which I'm getting ahead of myself. But
Yeah.
Mahomes, having somebody like Mahomes and knowing that you can get those 6 points for the passing touchdowns in that comeback situation,
Yeah.
changes everything. It changes everything. So
Totally. No, I agree. And there's one play I want to bring up. The 99-yard pick six. That play right there. Yeah, that he gets -2 points for the interception, right? And if that's not an interception, so we get him those 2 points back, and if he completes the 1-yard pass, that's an 8-point swing. That one play, and you could say this for many players, but on primetime, Patrick Mahomes doesn't usually throw a 99-yard pick six. But it's crazy that one play you win the week if he doesn't.
And that was the moment. If my hope was apexing, in that moment, as soon as I saw that happen, I said, "All right, I'm dead." And then, of course, at the end, you start to believe a little more. They could have tied it up, gone overtime. Something could have happened. The linebacker who picked that off was the defensive player of the month and the defensive player of the week in the AFC last week. Had 2 picks last week. That dude is on a fucking tear.
Dude, the Jaguars are.
Him, so.
Yeah, they're 4-1.
The Jags. I mean, I was actually shocked. People forget the Jags. Like they're just quietly doing their thing. Duval, right? Which I love. But dude, like, and that's a signature win for a rookie head coach on a young roster, both sides of the ball. That's crazy, dude.
It really is.
Nobody is talking about Jacksonville. Nobody.
4-1. They're 4-1. Chiefs are 2-3. I guess I'm Jacksonville, 4-1 over here, shaking in my boots. And somebody else, we got 5 teams we're going to talk about today. 5 people in our league are 2-3. It's just shit. It seems backwards. I don't know. It's crazy. Let's look at this though, because last week we didn't give Ryan enough credit when he won his matchup. He called us out on that. I want to make sure we're looking at this. So I appreciate your context, for your Monday night. Let's look at Ryan's team. I mean, who performed here? David Montgomery against Cincinnati, putting up almost 20 points. Rashid Shaheed, that's the other guy. I knew Ryan had 2 waiver wire receivers he threw in.
Dude.
Rashid Shaheed putting up 20, and Trey Tucker had got 9 points. I'm pretty sure he scored a touchdown. I think he had 1 or 2 receptions for a touchdown. That's some waiver wire management.
They lost 6-40, so that would have been.
Oh, you're right. No, he didn't score a touchdown. Okay, my bad. I thought he got one.
That dude is a chunk merchant. He just gets 5-7 yards, couple receptions.
That's crazy.
It was, and I was hanging out with Ryan when this happened. It was the Shaheed bomb, dude. It was a 95-yard, 90 classic Shaheed bomb. I saw a really interesting comparison because Rashid and Jameson Williams came into the league, same draft class, and Rashid has been better in almost every single category. And I feel like there's still all this hype around Jameson.
Definitely.
And with Rashid, it's like, shit, I got to start Rashid, whatever. But dude, the dude, when he gets his, he gets his. He's the bomb, man. Like, he gets the big pitches, deep threat.
I agree. And I want to say Dalton Kincaid is currently, I think, tight end 2 on the season. Yeah, tight end 2 on the season.
Wow.
Insane. I don't like he's just, like you said, chunk plays after chunk plays. This was his first ever 100-yard receiving game ever. Dalton Kincaid.
Really?
I'm pretty sure that's what I heard.
He's usually good for 6 or 7 receptions for about 70 yards.
Which is, you just pray he gets a touchdown. Like, that's about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Last thing I'll say is Deebo Samuel. I don't know if you're watching that game. That touchdown came in garbage time. Typically, garbage time touchdowns are the team that's losing. They didn't need to score, and they chuck it into the back of the end zone, and Deebo Samuel gets that last second touchdown.
I didn't see that. And
oh yeah, it was
without knowing that happened. That's great. But
sorry,
I want to say for the record that a real Bengals fan would not have started David Montgomery and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
2 of them, yeah.
Obviously, knowing that David Montgomery's sister could have ran for a touchdown last Sunday.
I about said something else. Did you see?
She could have
David,
scooted her ass in, put the pedal to the metal, and she would have scored on our defense.
did you see? I didn't know David Montgomery's from Cincinnati. Did you see this?
Walnut or no, Winwoods? No,
Yeah.
Mount Healthy. That's what it is.
And so his mom was at the game, and this was the first time his mom was able to see him play in person since she had an accident last year, apparently. I don't know if you saw any of this.
No, I saw this. I'd like to change my joke to his mom could have scored. That's what I meant. Are you sure it was his mom?
Maybe that was his sister, but that's what I was going for. It's like, yeah, she could have scored.
Yeah, she could have gotten the ball and she would have gone straight through. Right in.
Oh,
It-
boy. I
But
think
Ryan wants to win. He wants
Yeah.
to win. Right? Listen, Ryan has a good team. Like he does, I think, top to bottom. He had some buys. He had some stuff going on. He's just been injury prone. But look at that. Look at the quad box on the IR down here.
exactly.
That's
Battle of
sad.
the Broken is what I called this last week.
That's sad, man.
Yeah. Now I think CeeDee Lamb currently is listed as questionable. I don't think he plays next week, but he's
Really?
on his way back. The difference here is both of your guys are done for the season. Both of Ryan's guys are coming back in a week or two. So
Yeah, bottom line, those guys are dead. They're dead.
yeah.
They have one leg. They're cooked. The other guy, Ryan could make some noise.
Oh,
And I
I
talked
got some
them
things to
this
say about it
season.
later. Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. Let's keep going. Let's keep
All
going.
right. We're gonna jump to mine. We're gonna try to knock out the not close ones. Haha, Jake. So Jake's got a shotgun. Welcome to the league, Jake. He's got
Yep.
lowest scorer here.
Yeah.
Had to give it to him early on. I mean, Jake, his team's in shambles. I mean, what do you think looking at this?
Bad. Just bad. Like this is just and to his credit, he inherited this mess. This is the equivalent of when your grandma or one of your parents dies and they have a ton of debt you didn't know about, and it's like, hey man, somebody's got to pay for this, and
Yeah.
Jake right now is paying for this in spades. I think Saquon is questionable right now.
Yeah.
He didn't play this weekend. And
Bucky
what is-
also.
Oh, but Bucky apparently might be is he on the IR or he's close to the IR?
No,
Like,
but there's just a lot of like uncertainty with his injuries. He's got two of them. It's like a foot thing and a shoulder thing, and the shoulder thing's apparently more serious. I don't know. It's
and two of them is so much worse than one of them, and injuries are already bad in one context. So, Jake, I think your best hope at this point is that Joe Flacco wins the MVP and T. Higgins becomes a wide receiver 1.5. Like, and
Yeah.
so basically you're screwed.
I mean,
Shit.
yeah, he's got to hope his guys get healthy so he doesn't do the punishment at the end of the year. Like he's just going to be in the pits, and you gotta. I've been here. I've been here where I made moves, looked at playoff schedule.
Oh yeah.
And it was just week 15 is all I cared about. I got to win week 15 so you're not last place. I've gotten ninth place 3
Famous for
times,
it.
Jake. 3 times.
You're famous for it. It's
I-
a strategy in and of itself.
Once you know, you got to you got to, jump ship and get to shore. So we'll find out. We
Okay,
got-
let's talk about your team though, because you
Okay.
finally got some points from your quarterback, which
yeah, a lot of fun.
lets you absolutely exploding. Jonathan Taylor, probably the best pick of the draft.
Wow, thank you.
And
Yeah.
then Puka Tua is on track to set the single season record for receiving yards. Did you know that?
Yes, yeah. Those guys, both you just mentioned, are both number one at their position. That's what's carrying my team and keeping it afloat. Is those two. A lot of fun. No, it's so much fun watching those guys each week. Their schedules are so great. Like even next week, Jonathan
Yeah.
Taylor plays Arizona, and it's just gonna be. I can't wait. Can't wait. It's so much fun.
You
But-
can only get Travion to get upgraded from Waterboy, but I think Ramondre needs to fumble about 5 to 10 more times.
I was gonna say once he hits his 23rd fumble, I think they're gonna let Travion play. But
that's-
truthfully, Antonio Gibson is out for the season, so he was getting a lot of work. I'm still hopeful. I'm actually benching Travion next week because I got Michael Starter, is what I call him. Michael Starter will be in next week.
God.
I mean, he's in. Oh, yeah, you saw Amari DeMarcado. Did you see him drop the ball on the 1 yard line, like fumble early?
Oh yeah. So there's a lot of back and forth around whether or not he crossed the plane or not, even
Mhm.
now.
It looked like he crossed, in my opinion.
Did
But
Jonathan Gannon, like punch him in the chest?
Yeah, oh, he was so mad. I mean, truthfully, that's not Derrick Henry, right? Derrick Henry fumbles. Jonathan Taylor did it a year or two ago. Amari DiMarcardo is not Jonathan Taylor. He's a guy that's your third or fourth string running back.
Yeah.
You deserve to be cut. You do that, and you don't have the clout or the like contract. You're gone. You're gone.
I saw a tweet that was like, imagine being Amari DiMarcardo, your running back number 3.5. James Conner gets hurt. Benson gets like, you're finally there. This is it. This is your moment.
Yeah.
And this is the moment that you're gonna like put this exclamation point on this win. And you fucking
It was so bad.
by like, dude, like that millimeter is gonna be worth millions of dollars for this
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
kind of sad, but it's like, dude, just I don't
And it wasn't a 1 yard rush. Like he had it. It was like 60, 70 yards. I mean, dude, like
Yeah.
I don't get why players like this has happened a lot. I feel like the past couple of years. I really can't understand it. But I'm like, if I'm a player, I'm gonna run until I run into the field goal post, and then I will be like, can I set this down? Can I set this ball down now? Like
That's true.
it's
But I will
insane.
say it's not dissimilar from what you did last year when you had a great run all the way to the end. And you got to the 1 yard line, and then you kind of just threw the ball
Yeah.
to the side and said, I don't really know if I want to score.
And I let Cody
Well,
win. Oh my gosh.
Gosh dang it, man.
No,
right.
I'll say
Next
this
match. Let's move
real
on.
quick.
Let's
I just gotta say,
statements.
Jawan Johnson, 2 points. My team has been amazing. You know, I'm right there with PF King with Chip, just a couple points behind. But George, Mr.
Wow.
George Kittle, has a projection for next week. I don't think he'll play. I think that'll go away. So it'll be the week after. But I only got one more week without Georgie, and it's going to be a different
He
team.
looked incredible in the snaps he did get. Dude, you're very much loading. You are loading.
George,
wanna be
Travion, Jameson Williams still has yet to do a thing. Maybe he just won't all year, but
You got to give up on him, dude. I really think that, like, and I think he's fantastic. I think he's
I'm
so
benching him next
talented.
week. But he's not a drop. Like
That's
he can
like-
come back. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he's a bench player until you start to. But I mean, I think the Lions' offense is just too crowded.
Yeah.
But anyway, you're
go.
loading. This is loaded. This is
Yes.
loaded here, and I'll do it. He's not here, so I'll do it. I'll say
ahead.
it. Chip's team is fucking good.
Yeah.
Really, really, extremely impressive. Like, and I've said this a couple times, and so I'm almost complimenting myself. But this is the draft that I wanted to have, top to bottom. First 3 to 5
like that.
rounds. I played on this, but this dude has had himself a draft. He has himself a team. Alvin Kamara coming in as your only single-digit player. Alvin Kamara, even in the year of our Lord 2025, is still Alvin Kamara. And dude, you giving him Igbuka, which you didn't, you got something in return, but like, I mean, man, what a first week after the trade to come out here and be like, yo, he's in contention, not for offensive rookie of the year, locked up. It's his. It's not even a question. He might win offensive player of the year.
Yeah.
He is in that conversation right now, dude. Chip has a absolute wagon of a squad. I'm happy for him. He deserves it. He had a fantastic draft, and 152 points is something that that deserves to be applauded and to
Yeah.
be celebrated. And so, Chip, you done good, son.
And
You done good.
We're gonna hear from him later. A little spoiler, sorry. Oh shoot, I gave that away. But we'll hear from him later. But I will say, I've told Chip we talked a lot about the trade. Like I've had different realizations of the trade throughout time now. That like one, I was really happy with it, and then I was a little like sad to see Emeka go. And now, what hurts the most? Sorry, is the fact that the guy I'm tied with at the top of the leaderboard has him. I didn't like, you don't, I was thinking about myself. I wasn't picturing like, I was just thinking about like what I'm losing, what I'm getting, but not what I'm giving, to like what I'm
Right.
weaponizing Chip. And I was like, oh no, what if I play him in the playoffs and Ibuka does this to me? Like,
What is
Oh,
that
God.
guy's favorite quote about trades?
say again?
What is that guy's favorite quote about trades? That same person.
Yeah, that.
Trades don't happen in a vacuum.
Yeah.
Trades don't happen in a vacuum. It's not this or that. You got to look at the big picture.
Yeah,
And he's right. And you gave him
and I'm terrified.
Adam Baum.
Yeah.
And what you two have talked about this many times in this podcast, in the past, off the podcast, in many places. We've all talked about it. what you want to have in the playoffs is explosiveness,
Yeah.
the ability to explode.
Yeah.
And in that offense, dude, you gave him another nuclear bomb. You gave him a bomb.
I'll say, and I'm hoping this is what I got to root for now, is that like he scored 5 touchdowns in 5 weeks. Like, is that sustainable? Is that sustainable? No, but I just hope it doesn't happen at the end. But yeah, when he scored, like he had like only 2 catches throughout the first couple quarters. So when he was like sitting there at like 8 points, I was like happy for him. Like, good. I didn't want it to be a dud. I wanted it to be kind of fair trade. And the more he started scoring, the more I was like, I'm not happy. I'm not happy for him. I'm not rooting for him anymore. I'm rooting against Ibuka now. Damn it. But I will say this. I have to start 2 running backs. If I didn't do this trade, I would have started Travion and he would have got me 3 points. Like, it's still, my team has still gotten better in a way, you know, for the long term. Because I have to, like, especially when bye weeks come. Yeah.
The goal of any given trade, again, the whole thing about the vacuum quote is to not give, or is to give yourself the best opportunity to score the most points any given week. It's not worry about other people. Is to give yourself the best opportunity, and that's what you did.
Yeah.
Was it unfortunate that you gave your current biggest competitor another bomb? Absolutely. But you got better, and so even though he got better, the argument could be that you got more better than he got better.
I sure hope so. And I really hope Mike Evans comes back and is ready to go, and, you know, Ibuka will always still do his thing, but Evans might just cap the ceiling because we'll have games where Evans gets 2 touchdowns and Ibuka gets 0, you know. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Ethan, go ahead.
Oh boy, I mean, maybe just move on to the next matchup because this is bad. This is brutal. Anybody who watched the Bengals game, which most of us did, knows that those 26 points Ja'Marr Chase has were the hardest fought 26 points in the history of fucking football. The one touchdown he scored. I saw a tweet that said it was the lowest statistical throw to end up in a touchdown of the season that ended in a touchdown. It was the triple coverage right side of the end zone.
Yeah.
He had a lot of buys. Brock Bowers, I've seen some troubling things about Brock Bowers. Chuba, we don't know what's going to happen there.
Lamar.
Obviously, Drake London is one of his main guys on the bye. He used a lot of draft capital on Lamar, too. So between injuries, question marks, different things, I'm worried about Ethan. I'm worried about him. You know, it's impossible not to be.
I'm honestly shocked looking at his bench. I didn't look at his bench. I know Bowers, Lamar, and Hubbard were all injured, and Drake London bye, obviously. But, like, looking at these 5 players, just name-wise, 6 players, I'm sorry, Devonta Smith, even Calvin Ridley, who both put up 15 on his bench. Like, I don't know why he benched those guys. Maybe I've got to look back at past weeks. I'm sure Ethan's a smart guy. Like, I'm sure he had a reason to bench him. But I'm looking at these 6 names. I'm like, that's a starting lineup, all 6 of them. And again, 4 of them he couldn't play this week because of injury and things. But but then you look at who was in. Woody Marks, who balled out last week but got 2 points this week. It's crazy. It's a tough situation. Drake May has been incredible.
Yeah.
Ethan has talked about it. The week finally Drake May has to get played 12 points on a win, and they won a game. It's really shocking.
I know.
Still scored more than Jake though, so you know.
That's true. He did something. It's tough. I mean, as somebody who's been in the bench versus flex blender, it feels like you can only pick the wrong ones, and you can see why. I mean, the Texans beat the Ravens by 34 points. Yeah. Woody Marks getting 2 is kind of crazy, right? Like Charbonnet on, I guess, against the Tampa Bay shootout, you're assuming that might happen. I don't think Devonta or who's his other receiver down there?
Calvin Ridley.
I mean, listen, as somebody who has bet on Tony Pollard in the last couple of weeks to score, the Titans offense is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life. And hold on, Calvin Ridley only has 8.8 because he fell on a fumble in the end zone.
No, that was Tyler Lockett. That fell on the ball, I think.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty confident because Tyler Lockett's so old. I was shocked that he was the guy that recovered the ball.
And Lockett never, ever, he's known for saving himself and his body from hits and from
yes, that's true.
Okay, there you go. All right, either way, Chip, your team is fantastic. Ethan, you got to get healthy. You got to make the right choices. You got to get healthy, and you're going to be all right. But now this is maybe quietly the most interesting matchup of the week.
It was a fun one and a shocking one and a statement. I think it was a statement play
I think
for
so
sure.
too. Do you
Oh,
want
we're
to
kind of
start? You
losing
want me
you.
to go?
Go ahead. Yeah, I lost you. Go ahead. It's choppy.
Okay. No, I think Parker, we know with Parker that no matter what happens, he will have an infinite amount of confidence. Whether he actually believes it or not, he's always going to ride and believe in his guys. I mean, Javante, incredible. I think that Schottenheimer said this week alone that he's the bell cow. He's earned it. He deserves it. That was a fantastic draft pick. JSN, you can almost argue is, even with how good Puka has been, is the best receiver in the league. Is Ferg tight end 1 now?
He's got to be. Let's find out. He's got to be. Yeah, tight end 1.
And so Parker's riding that Dallas offense and that terrible Dallas defense and just doing his thing. And this is 128 with Beige on a bye, dude.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Beige on a bye, like one of the most impactful. He benched AJ Brown.
Yeah, which
AJ Brown, dude.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Right, who's been bad, but like Beige on a bye, Daniel Jones sitting down there, like this is a big win against one of the best people in the league, against who before last week, maybe even still now, is in that top tier, is one of those guys. You know what I mean? So it's just, It is a statement win. Like you said, it's a big statement win against a traditionally fantastic fantasy player who has had a great season so far. And so it makes things very interesting in every tier, top, bottom, middle, the whole way across. But Ben, good performance. I mean, 109, I think most of the time you're going to take 109. You're not going to be like thrilled, but I mean, that's going to win you most matchups, probably. I mean,
it would have beat, well, we had a high scoring week. It only would have beat 2 other guys, actually. Wow.
The highest scoring week by far, I think, for sure.
For sure. Yeah, that's a good point. With buys, too, which is crazy, like you said earlier. But, yeah, Ben's team, this is going to sound maybe bad or weird, but, like, he's been up at the top of the power rankings all year, and I've always felt shaky about some of his, I want to say, auxiliary pieces. Like, I've never felt like he's got a clear-cut wide receiver 1. I mean, Waddle, now that Tyreek is gone, this is the first game without Tyreek, right? Maybe second. But Waddle finally had a big game, but, like, Devontae, Jacoby Myers, Keon Coleman, Godwin, like, he just doesn't have a clear-cut guy. Devontae's looked good, obviously. But I think they all just get the job done and let Jahmyr Gibbs and Devon Achane and Josh Allen just, do the explosion. But
right.
But when those guys don't have their big weeks, like 23 is an average week now for quarterbacks, 6-point passing touchdowns. Like, he's going to only put up something like this, right? But so, I don't know. Yeah. It's just, you want to have a lot of explosion guys, which we'll see. Trey McBride is where you drafted him so high to have that tight end advantage in a week, and getting 6 points. The Cardinals just sometimes are, you're going to get that from the Cardinals.
I mean, 6 points for McBride will not do it. You got to get that projection at least in the 12. Having 2 of your best players and your, ostensible wide receiver 1 in Waddle, competing with your best running back, second best running back in Achane, 4 touchdowns in a very touchdown-dependent offense, that makes it very difficult as well. I think Gibbs is basically game script proof, even with Montgomery, everybody else. I mean, he's Gibbs. He's fantastic. But at the same time, I agree with you. I think that he's got guys who are getting the job done, but I worry about the explosiveness of his team that you need to ensure that you win 3 weeks in a row when you have to do it. Right?
Yeah, that's what it'll come down to. And obviously Parker, I hate it, but Parker, he does that well. He gets that explosiveness team, and then he's like, just wait, guys. Just wait. And we see these explosions. Like you said, 128 without Bijan. Yeah, it'll happen. All right, we got to move on here. The matchup. This one. Oh, man. Oh, boy. This was crazy. This was absolutely crazy.
I want you to start, but what I want to say is that every time Trip drops an F-bomb in the chat, I do like an old Southern grandma. I go, oh my Lord. But I love it. But
I do too.
You can just tell that you can feel the white hot rage
Yeah.
coming through that message, right? He said, what did he say? Trevor Lawrence and his goofy ass feet.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
Lawrence and his goofy ass feet. I mean, that dude. Okay, go. But this is just un.
Um,
It makes me actually so frustrated.
it's crazy. There's so many narratives and things to talk about here. Um, Cody with his normal like I lost. Thing is, like the funny part is like Ben does the reverse jinx stuff on purpose and it's funny and he can do it and Cody can do it to be funny sometimes too. But I don't think Cody was kidding. He was fully like I lost, I'm done, I'm 1-4, and that's why I chimed in. I was like, Cody, how do you feel about being 1-4? Like I was asking him, and Trip might say I jinxed. Maybe I did. A lot of us did. Chip asked him, like, but I believed Cody, and Cody believed it too that he was going to lose.
Yeah.
But the funny part is Rico Dowdle put up 30, almost 31 points, and Cody's like, wow, I lost to Rico Dowdle, but it didn't work. Cody pulled out the win with 1 point, and this is absolutely bonkers.
Dude, I'm just now seeing Dak's 36.
Oh yeah, and Baker put up 30 on the bench, which obviously that's the difference. I mean, it was a difference of 1 point, but I mean, yeah, Dak has been stellar. He's looked so good. I mean, that Cowboys offense, as you talked about Parker's team, because and here's the other thing: Marv put up 11, Tet put up 10, Pittman put up 12. I've talked crap about Cody's wide receivers all year, but they're just like fantasy vegetables. I mean, just getting what they need to get, not doing anything fancy. While Dak went out and was the showstopper. I mean, wow, I'm noticing it. Cody didn't have a single digit performance.
They all did just enough, and
Just
Dak
enough.
exploded, dude. Just enough. And you look at Tripp's side, and he had nobody over. Highest scorer was Jaden with 21. That's a 15-point difference. I mean, explosive.
No, Rico had 31. Yeah.
Oh, Rico had 31. Oh my dear God. Okay, yes. So it was a battle of Rico versus Dak. That's
Yeah.
insane. But ultimately, I mean, who was on bye? Josh Jacobs on bye. Obviously, he's going to impact things.
Yeah.
Here.
Tucker Kraft. But Waller is a lock and loaded starter going forward now. He's just
Waller's been amazing. He retired.
Yeah.
He said, no, I got some more left in the tank.
Dude, Derrick Henry, RB21 on the year. Not because of injury, not because of it. I mean, his injury. Like, he hasn't missed a game. RB21 on the year. This is, like, arguably one of the biggest busts so far on the season, which is just bonkers. Lamar should be back next week. But Lamar only missed one game, right? Like, it wasn't just a Lamar problem. Like, I don't know. This is crazy. The Ravens are depleted as a whole.
It's a many things problem. I think it's a defensive problem first and foremost because they can't stop anybody. And so they're always losing. They're always trailing. They can't feed Horse. And that's what Horse does best is you get a lead and you feed this guy who is, the most durable running back in the entire league, has been his entire career. I mean, he was good enough to destroy me week 1, and he's been terrible since, but he at least got that out. So ultimately, no, I would be a little worried if I were Tripp. I think that he always drafts well. I mean, Ladd with 12 is promising, but I think Ladd scored. And so 12 with a touchdown, even then it's like, and that's dude, Herbert looks good, but you have Keenan. Quentin Johnson is catching balls now and has been fantastic. Which I was high on Ladd this year. I was really high on Ladd. And it's like, I don't know, dude.
It's tough,
Dowdle 30. You take away that random ass waiver wire pickup with 30 points, and this isn't as good of a week as it looks. And this is one you really want to get. You got one of your best running backs on bye, make an amazing pickup, 30.9 points. This is the kind of one you almost have to get, I feel like. Right?
Yeah, he's got no Terry McLaurin either. He was supposed to be back, and last second wasn't. No, I agree. This is the type of game Tripp normally wins. Maybe he would say differently. I know he loses a lot of close matchups sometimes. Like, Tripp is the king of this happening to him. But I guess what I mean is, like, we're going to talk about it later when we get to the standings. I got something to say about Tripp's team. But it's a lot. Derrick Henry, you mentioned it. I just want to share this. Like, I've seen it for years. The narrative is his stats in a loss versus his stats in a win are just, you can say that for most running backs, but his are even more drastic. That like you said, when they're winning, he can just like seal the game and keep it good. But when they're losing, it's bad because he doesn't catch the ball probably. Because losing, they pass more. He's not a pass catching back.
He is the king of the kill shot of what
Yeah.
DeMarcado should have had, right? That final 50, 60-yard run where it's like, turn it off, watch something else. This one's over.
Yeah, that's true. All right, we're gonna jump to our caller here.
Oh God.
Yeah, let's see where this takes us.
Oh boy.
Just shoot me a thumbs up if it's not loud enough. I mean, no, or if it is loud enough. Let me know. Here we go.
Bet every single one of you listening right now is thinking, God, I'm so glad that Patrick is on PMLP this week and not Chip. Because Chip, he's got the hottest team in the league. Number 1 in points forward, tied for the best record. Had 4 players on his team go for over 20 points. Has 2 top 10 running backs, 2 top 10 wide receivers, a top 6 tight end, a top 4 quarterback, plenty of depth on the bench. And I would hate it. I would hate it if I had to come on and listen to my favorite podcast and listen to that bastard Chip wow about his team. I have great news for you, gentlemen. I would never miss this opportunity. This is one of the all-time opportunities for shit talk that's ever come across my desk. To get you all so buttered up and thinking that you weren't going to have to hear about my team. To think that you're going to get a week off from my semi-coherent ramblings talking about fantasy football. There is no way I would allow that to happen. Gentlemen and Cody, the league is on notice. I am a bulldozer with no brakes. Patrick, you may have my spot on the podcast this week, but mark my words, you will pay for it dearly. Another loss is coming your way, friend. This is the nature of our matchups. We go big. We don't go small. So I want you at this time to say what our wager will be. You know it. You know it. I know you're going to say it. You always find a way to beat me in PML. So, with that in mind, knowing how good my team is, I want you to tell me what the wager's going to be. In addition to that, gentlemen, on a more holistic league note, 5 weeks in, we've had a lot of ups and downs, drastic changes in the rankings. If you look at the rankings across the weeks from week 0, or week 1, I should say, through this week, not power rankings, but league standings, there's been huge shakeups every week. I'd be curious as things, at least at the top, the extremes start to solidify. I would like to know who both of you think the playoff teams are this year, the Pitts teams are this year, and then your pick for champion and for the toilet bowl loser. Gentlemen, thank you for taking my call, as always. And I look forward to being back in the seat next week live from Texas.
Wow. That's a perfect segue because that's kind of what we're going to talk about anyway. So I love that. I want you. Do you have a wager in mind? Because I got something I want to look up real quick.
No, look it up. Let's talk tiers. Give me a little time to marinate, to do a little risk analysis on where things stand right now, and I'll come back with a wager. But Chip's right. I mean, I've honestly, maybe I've never had more confidence going into a matchup than I do this week. Because Chip's on top of the world. He just scored 152 points. If he beats me this week, it really is his year. Like, this is it. This is the mountaintop that he needs to climb. Not the actual one, but it's a smaller mountain on the way to the big mountain.
Yeah.
But it's a really important mountain.
Oh, here it goes. This is what I need to do. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I can look up. On the app you can look up like easiest opponent and hardest opponent.
Yeah.
Oh, I was looking at what Chip's hardest opponent would be. It's actually wow.
Yep.
No. Any other fun guesses? It's Cody. Chip's toughest opponent is Cody. He has 2 wins and 7 losses against Cody.
Oh
But I
my
was
god.
curious about your and his matchup throughout the years because I want to say I thought it would be like 1-8 against you. I feel like you kill Chip. Maybe if you looked it up on your here, actually, I can pull up your own team. I'd be curious if it says you're his easiest opponent, or if he's your easiest opponent. What was your team last year? What's your team name? Trending Downward, was that you? No, that was Grant, maybe. Silver Bracket Champ. That's you, right? That sound right?
Yeah, that was me.
Your easiest opponent is Ethan. Okay, so no, I thought I would say Chip. All right, never mind. All right, well, I wanted to see your guys' record. Chip could tell us that because he's got the spreadsheet, which we have access to, but
Yeah.
not the time right now. But I want to know your guys' record all time, you and Chip. So, we'll see.
Well, it's one thing, but there's a lot of competition in terms of who beats Chip the most historically.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Right? It's a crowded. That's a busy field.
Yeah,
And so, well,
a lot of
right
us have beat Chip a lot, so that's true.
in the mountain range, it's also
Yeah.
we've climbed some other mountains of it sometimes, but
Okay, something I thought about this morning. I have power rankings in my mind. I wanna share with you, get your thoughts on, and then we're gonna do what Chip asked. We're gonna say, where's the cutoff for playoffs? Who's in the AKA also who's in the pits, winner, and then loser. We're at the 40-minute mark, so okay, we got that in preview still. So let's rock
give
this.
me your synopsis. Give me your
So,
breakdown on
Top
tiers.
tier 1, you got me, Chip, and Ben. So that's it, really, honestly, and I came up with these tiers on my drive today, thought about all this, then it fits this standing. So it's not in this order, but the at least the buckets are all here. So the top 3 you see on the top of the list is the first tier. Chip and I both 4-1, Ben at 3-2. Us 3 on the top tier. I think we've been up there most of the season so far. You'll see the playoff percentage on the far right of the screen. Us 3 are the highest, and then there's a pretty good drop off. So I think we're there. I think we're in the playoffs, and that's pretty set. It'd take a lot or injuries and things to boop us out of the playoffs. Next tier, this is where the cut is tough, right? Where do you draw this line? And here's how I feel. I'm going to draw the line after Parker. So I say Ryan and Parker are in that next up tier where Parker's team's already showed it. If you look at PF, which I scroll down, over here, I can scroll down. Parker is the next highest PF at 540, and Ryan's right behind him. Ryan just has one more win than he does, but they're in a tier together. Parker showed his explosiveness. We know his team's great. Ryan, we talked about it earlier. Like, he's put together some wins. He's not scored that much because of the injuries, but those guys are coming back, and he just has a rock-solid roster. So I'm not worried if I'm either of those guys. Any comments so far? I'm gonna pause before I just go the whole thing.
Oh, listen, it's not great for content, but I agree.
Okay, no, that's good. That's fine.
Everything you've said so far.
You jump in where you disagree, but here's the next tier. It's you, Cody, and Trip, which is not too hot of a take. You all 3 are together, but here's how I view all 3 of your teams. You've had injuries, so you are dealing with that. Do it with the best you can. You have injuries. You have a good enough squad because, like, Bill has been amazing now. Rashad White should be great for the next couple of weeks. Like, you are starting 4 running backs next week as of right now, which is not the air raid, which is crazy.
What happened, dude?
Yeah, we'll get into that, like, your actual next week projections later. But your team is still good where I'm like, you can definitely still win some games and squeeze in the playoffs. It's not out of picture at all. Cody, on the flip side, started bad. Hampton is going to be gone for a long time, I think. Not just the 4 stint on IR. It might be 5 or 6. But he's still got his young guys that can explode. So, like, Cody is scary, and he can get into the playoffs because of PF. And then Trip. Your PF is right there, too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Cody's above you, or like, I'm just putting that.
No, that was to young guys who could explode, but yeah.
Oh, shit. Cody, I'm sure, loved that. He's like, oh, yes. Okay.
He was looking at me. He enjoyed it.
Yeah, he peaked. His ears, like, everything peaked up there. Trip is in a funny situation because he's at 509. His PF really drops off from yours. Not really, but 20, almost 20 points. 15, whatever. Something like that. I can't do math. But Trip's team also has had some injuries. But what's scary is, like, Derrick Henry, like we talked about, not injured, but playing pretty bad. It's a scary setup is what Tripp's got. But Tripp does this where he picks up Rico Dowdle and he puts up 31. Like, this is the normal Tripp thing, is he's going to scrape together some wins because he's a great manager. So he could still sneak in. I would not be surprised, but I don't think he has the team to do it, to take it all the way. Last tier, of course, Ethan and Jake. I just think there's no chance either of them can even make the playoffs. It's just out of the picture in my mind. So those are my 4 tiers. That's where I'm at. Thoughts?
I think it's a very math teacher way of looking at things.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you basically just did a PF waterfall, right?
Which, again,
And-
was not my intention. That all happened afterwards. I was like, wow, it fit my mind.
Really?
Oh, yeah. As I
Okay.
said, I did this in the car without looking at anything.
Well, maybe you're such a biological math teacher that it just kind of happened
I've been
naturally.
adding. Yeah, I've been
Right.
adding the numbers already.
So my question for you would be,
yeah.
if you had to defer from those tiers in any way, what would your curveball be on those existing rankings? Because they're pretty chalk. So if you had to erase the chalk and say what happens to disrupt your predictions?
This isn't going to be too crazy, but I would say Ryan, who I put in that second tier that I said is a lock, basically a lock. I think like it would take a lot. I think Ryan falls out of the playoffs, and you and Cody get in. So Ryan and Tripp are out with Ethan and Jake. Again, not crazy. If I had to go
No.
one more farther, I'd say Ben. Ben falls all the way out. But that's
Wow,
that would be the
Ben.
craziest. Yeah. If I had to go a little farther,
that's
that'd be
a
it.
long shot call. Okay.
But to
No, I
answer
mean,
Chip's question, where's the cutoff for you? What right now? What's your prediction? What 6 teams are making it? What 4 teams are out?
I think the 6 teams in are the top 3.
Okay.
That's a first tier for me. And then I think Parker, me, and Tripp are making it.
Nice.
I think Ryan and Cody are falling to the bottom.
Wow.
I believe in Tripp. I believe in the algorithms. I believe in what he's got going on there. And I believe in Parker's ability to just brute force confidence, anything to the finish line. Cody's due for some pain. Ryan, he was born in the darkness like Bane.
Yeah.
So he's ready to go at the same time.
Ryan's
I do
smelling
think-
those hot dogs. He's ready.
It's not as I think that those 4 teams right there, those 5 teams even, because the PF is close enough right now, that is going to be a war for that 6th spot based on PF. And it'll come down to the final week where I'm
Mhm.
hoping we have 3 or 4 teams in contention for that spot. And it's literally just, I mean, think about a Monday night or a Sunday night where we all have one person playing, and it's basically, as opposed to, will this one player score 9 points? It's four Raheed Shaheeds
No, get
going
this.
at it.
Oh my God. I know this only because I was looking at schedule or something and I played Jake the last week of the season. The reason
Mhm.
that's significant is because I just played Jake last week, which means all the matchups last week are the final week. As in, you play Ryan, which is in
Yeah.
that. Tripp plays Cody. This
You're right.
matchup right here, that was a 1-point difference this week in week 4, week 5
Yeah.
last week, will also be the last matchup of the season. To your point,
Oh, dude.
it could be again Tripp versus Cody. This is gonna be a rematch. And you versus Ryan. Both matchups have came down to one play for both you and Ryan and Tripp and Cody. You're saying week 14, the final week of the regular season, we get to do it again with the same teams, and that's going to be the decider. Wow, yeah, that's going to be. Oh, I love fantasy football.
Oh, I mean, and that's the beauty of that role. That's the beauty of that PF role, right?
Yes.
Is that it brings that into contention. It says who is going to be the one to survive, not based off record, which is far more subjective, but based off of just the ability of your team to perform and
What-
to score points. And it's amazing.
I love the chaos that it provides because even the wins and losses changes. Where like if somebody with a higher PF gets in by record, that fears up somebody else on PF. Like so, the wins and losses in that final week shift who's available for the PF spot and the
Oh, yeah.
PF. So it's like you not only do you need to win and score a lot, but you need somebody else maybe to lose. So they like it is
It gets messy, dude.
chaos. I love
It
it.
gets messy, and that's the best way for it to end is messy. You know.
So in your case and in my case, we got to pick a winner and a Pitts loser early prediction. So think about the teams you said are in. Think about the teams you said are out. If you want, I can go first because I kind of said my in, I guess.
I'm taking you to win it all. You're gonna beat
Wow.
Finals, and I'm taking Ethan to come in last.
Okay, so I'm not gonna pick myself. I think that's just no, I'm gonna pick somebody else. I appreciate you picking me because now I feel better about not picking myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Parker. Parker does it. Parker finally gets on top. And Ethan, I also had Ethan in my mind, is the one who loses. Jake is gonna have Bucky Irving, T. Higgins, and Saquon go off in the Pitts final, and to beat Ethan. So that'd be great. But
Jake just being the clear-cut worst team in the league by far up until the last week, and then somehow beating Ethan would
Yes.
just be so comedy and
That's-
so appropriate too.
that's what I'm thinking. All right, we got 10 minutes till an hour. We said we try to keep it there. We're gonna buzz through this and get our picks going. First matchup, me versus Ryan. I'm projected 120.7 right now. Ryan's projected 106. About a 14-point spread here. I don't know. What do you think? What are you looking at? These matchups.
I mean, first thing I see is Puka Nacua against the Baltimore defense,
Yeah.
which is horrifying, absolutely horrifying. You got that? You got the Brees in the second spot now. Okay, I don't hate that. That's solid. JT against Arizona.
Projected 22. Almost 21.8. Yeah.
And then listen, Ryan goes back to the well with Mr. Jordan Love and says, "I'm just going to keep fading the Bengals.
Yes.
Go to Flacco, but I'm going to do my thing." What my gut says here is that Ryan's going to beat you. That
Yeah.
Ryan's going to upset you. I feel like he continues his momentum, and well, he's got Dobbs in too.
That's
He's
what I
been-
mean. It's going to rely on Jordan Love throwing a ball. Like Dobbs the other week had 3 touchdowns. Like it's in
Oh, yeah.
Trey Tucker earlier this season had a game with 3 touchdowns. Like he just has guys that could just do that. You know what I mean? So yeah, Ryan's got just firecrackers over there that could just explode. Hopefully something bigger than a
Wow.
firecracker.
And
But
both the Lions against Kansas City was pretty interesting as well.
that's Sunday Night Football. That's gonna be a fun time.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
On my side, I'll say I got Bo Nix. I'm not starting Justin Fields, but they're playing each other, Bo Nix and Justin Fields, in the London game on Saturday morning. So I got Bo Nix, Brees Hall, and Mason Taylor, who's the Jets tight end, going multiple Jets and Broncos. I got 3 guys at 9:30 in the morning on Sunday.
Oh God.
Yeah, Keenan Allen against Miami. I'm excited about that. DK against Cleveland. I'm a little scared about that actually. Denzel Ward and
Yeah.
company. But I'm gonna take Ryan as well.
Oh yeah. Are you?
I got to catch up with Chip on some of these projections. I don't know who he's picking, but I truly like. I'm terrified. I think the Packers are gonna do a lot of things to Cincinnati. Maybe I guess I hope it's Josh Jacobs' game and he just runs 3 touchdowns in and that's it. But
Which flip a coin because they could kill us either way. You know.
Denver and Kansas City, both teams are a little down from past years, and I think that's just going to be a like muddy matchup Sunday night. And I'm terrified of what Amon-Ra might do. So I don't know. All right, let's move on. We got to save this one for last. We're gonna go to Saquon, my big Bucky, in the Great PML Bake Off. Oh man, what a fun
This
matchup!
is a really good one
Do we have
it'll be a lot-
lineups set?
for this one.
I'm looking here just to see if these projections are accurate. Yeah, I don't think anybody else might get swapped in. Maybe Chase Brown or there's options. I'm not telling people who to start. I'm just throwing it out. So it could fluctuate a point or two, but this is a pretty close. This is a pick 'em. This is a pretty close matchup here. Wow, Cody, how does that make you feel? You're in a pick 'em with Jake. That's
It
an
can't feel
insult.
good.
yeah.
It can't feel good, and that's why I'm taking Jake. I mean, I think that Jake gets his second win of the season here. I think he sends Cody deeper into the abyss, into the trenches. It's what I want to see happen. It's what I believe is going to happen. He needs Saquon to play. He needs Saquon against the Giants, that classic revenge game. That would be a fantastic. Obviously, Saquon playing for him is essential either way, but I have a feeling that Jake's team is going to show some signs of life here, and that Cody, who had a good week and barely escaped last week, is going to come back to earth.
Yeah, if Cody would have lost last week, this would have been 1-4 versus 1-4. This would have been that would have been fun. I'm taking Cody. I'm gonna bold prediction right now, and I'm gonna go bet it. Matthew Golden, 2 touchdowns. Matthew Golden breakout game. I'm gonna go DraftKings, sponsor DraftKings. Thanks for sponsoring the pod. And I'm gonna go, or honestly, thanks for taking my money. But Matthew Golden, I'm betting 2+ touchdowns. It's gonna happen. That's the main one. But just looking at Cody's matchups, I like it a lot versus Jake's matchups. And yeah, I think it happens. But all right, love it. We'll see. Doodle Bobs, this is another fun one. Jeez, we got some bangers every week. It's so much fun.
116 from Tripp to just lose that match. Like, I mean, Tripp's got a team, dude.
Yeah, he does.
Even he's got Josh Jacobs back at a 20-point projection.
Again, against the Bengals.
Bears, bro. Oh, my gosh. And Tucker, who will get some serious garbage yards against Cincinnati for sure.
Oh,
this is a very interesting game. This could be a big statement game by Tripp.
Yes.
To get back in contention and to send Ben to 500 record, which Ben was like the team beginning of the season. Still, in this way, is in that top tier for many people. This is maybe my matchup of the week, obviously outside of my own, but this is a fascinating matchup with a lot of implications, and I don't know who I land on here. I think that my gut says I've taken some upsets. I'm going to go Ben to secure his space in that top tier, and to again send Tripp hurtling back to earth. But this will be a fun one, dude. A really fun one.
I agree. I think this is matchup of the week. I know Chip loves yours and Chip's is a fun narrative. You guys always have fun matchups. But in terms of... Say again?
On paper, it's not great.
No, I think this one, like you said, Ben was in that 3-0 club. This would be 3 straight losses for Ben if he loses this one.
Wow.
Me and him were 3-0 together, and this would be his 3rd straight loss. Tripp needs one too. This is a fun one, man. I love Tripp's matchups, which I don't like just picking the better matchups because it doesn't always go the way you think it'll go. But Jaden Daniels against Chicago. Remember last year, Jaden Daniels, rookie quarterback against Caleb Williams, rookie quarterback, won in the Hail Mary game last year.
Yep.
This is Monday Night Football. Jaden Daniels versus Chicago versus Caleb. So that's a fun one. Derrick Henry against the Rams scares me, but like we pointed out, the Green Bay Packers against the Bengals is crazy. Ladd McConkey against Miami. Yeah, I got to take Tripp for the matchups. I don't like Ben's matchups, but that's probably why Ben will win, honestly, because, it just doesn't make sense. But yeah, I'm taking Tripp. All right.
Chubbs. A couple Chubbs.
Wow, Chubby versus Chubby. Oh, my God.
2-3. Ethan.
But he has a lot of guys out. But down here, he might have a lot of guys out, too.
Oh, my God is right. Oh, my dear Lord. Ethan.
Well, at least he can put Devonta and Calvin in. They're both healthy, and they played well last week. But Lamar should be starting.
Lamar projected 27 points?
Yeah, he's projected 27.
If he plays?
Oh, no new news. That's Sunday's news. We have no news yet. But he plays against the Rams, who their defense and everything looks good. Drake May is projected 20, so it's only a 7-point drop off if he were to keep Drake May. But
still, if those guys play, let's do the math. Yeah.
So Chuba would be 12 more points. Brock would be 10 more, so we're looking at 22 more. And then if you wanted to throw one of the other guys in, it'd be another 2 point. 2 plus 7, 9. So what do we say? 22 plus 9, 31. So it would be, he'd be at 105 to 106. It'd be a 1-point game, yeah.
So, ifs and buts, but if this all happens, we get a matchup on our hands.
Yeah.
I don't think that Ethan wins. I think Parker wins this one handedly, because I doubt that all those cues turn into people who are playing.
I agree.
But I hope it happens for the sake of the matchup.
Oh, I'd love it. I'd love to see it. Parker wouldn't be scared because, again, his PF is just up there. So I just Parker's like, I'll get in on PF. I don't care, guys. But Did you see who Dallas plays? Because that's Parker's team, Dallas Cowboys. Parker, change your name to the Dallas Cowboys or something, or Jerry Jones's boys or something. I don't know.
God, that's literally what he does. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's scary.
Carolina. Carolina's had some fun, muddy matchups that's just high scoring. So like, so
Yeah.
has Dallas. It's literally both teams have just like won in shootouts. So here we go.
Dallas has the number one defense and the last defense in the league.
Yeah. Yeah, I think and then the Chargers versus Miami with Quentin Johnson. Brian Thomas has been bad, and he plays against Seattle, who's looked good. So I don't know. It's a fun one, but I got Parker. Oh wow, his bench. He hasn't even put Bijan in. He hasn't even put Bijan in either. I
Fair. If you have 3 players from any team, want the team that has the best offense and the worst defense in the league. Fantasy goal, baby.
Big time. I forgot. Once he puts Bijan in, he's got a way bigger advantage because Harvey's only projected 6, so he's going to get another 12 points with Bijan. So,
God. So, yeah, Ethan's got quite a mountain to climb.
Yeah, this one's Parker, no doubt. I'm gonna not get too cute. I'm gonna stick with that. All right, last matchup.
Oh, Jesus.
You got Justin Jefferson on bye, and your wide receivers are already depleted. That's a scary thing.
Yeah, I'm in big trouble, man. I'm in big trouble.
I love that you're starting 4 running backs. Are you going to change your team name, or what do you think?
I think I have to at this point. I don't think I have a choice. Like, I'm not the air raid by any means.
No.
I'm something else entirely. So yeah, I mean.
Oh, wow. And you have 2 more running backs down here projected good numbers, too.
Yeah, I got running backs to spare, dude. I don't know what happened. I mean, I know what happened. I watched it happen in real time, and it was horrifying both times.
Let's
One guy got cleared off. One guy's knee turned into a L.
We had some trade talks last week, right before I made the trade with Chip. I won't. We talk about it off air if you want to, but the same guy I offered you, I'm willing to still part ways with him. So let's talk later.
I mean, I'm at a point now where I got to make a move.
Yeah, you need a wide receiver, and that's what I'm going to offer.
Territory, but you're goddamn right. Like, this is bad. And so I have Garrett against Surtain, like Chip pointed out.
Yeah.
JJ on a bye. Like, there's no reason that I should win this. And that's exactly why I'm going to win this. Chip's going to score 77 points.
Oh, God, I would love it. Oh,
Chip's going to score 77 points, and I'm going to score like 87, 90, 95, and I'm going to beat him.
I am going to subscribe to that. It's not good podcasting, but I'm going to go with you. Yes, I'm with you. I'm on your side, Team Pat. Not just because I'm tied with Chip record-wise, but I want. Yeah, that's going to happen. 92 to 87 is what I think. 92 to 87.
There are certain laws in the world. An object in motion stays in motion, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's certain laws of thermodynamics, which I don't recall at this point, but they're real and they happen.
They're there.
And there's no avoiding them, right? And Chip does not beat me in fantasy football.
No.
He doesn't happen. He doesn't do it. He tries, but no matter how good his team is, no matter how high the mountaintop, he can't quite get there. And this week is going to be a reminder of that. That's the case.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to it, honestly. I'm actually really excited.
No, because it's going to be a lot of fun.
And if I, you know what? I'm going to, Chip, I'm going to not decline, but defer your question. I need to think about the wager. I don't want to do this spontaneously. This is a very big decision.
It's too important.
Very big decision. Give me some time to consider things here. Not to be scared, but to think about things. But I'll tell you what, no matter what happens next week, I will be a call-in on PMLP. I will call in. It's going to be, there's 2 different ways this goes. There's 2 different routes, 100%. But no matter what happens, I will either call in gloriously or with my tail between my legs and pay homage to the king. One of the 2. But you have my word here on air right now that I will call in next week and talk about this matchup specifically.
Wow. I'm so excited. These matchups as a whole are great. There's going to be a massive shift in the power rankings, like of people going up, people going down. And it's just in the standings overall, I should say. I can't wait to hear that call in. I hope you're calling in because you beat him, and I hope you're calling in because he scored below 90. Wow, let's do it. What a fun week we got coming up for us. Patrick, dude, thank you for being on this podcast.
No, thank you for having me. As always, dude, we're approaching the witching hour of the season. This is the most
Yes.
fun time for fantasy football. You got these records, you got a little bit of data, some sample sizes to go off of, but it's still anybody's game, anybody's league except for Jake and Ethan's. They're fucked.
Yeah.
Outside of that, like it, it's gonna get crazy. And so, dude, thank you for having me.
Of course.
Thank you for inviting me, Chip. Thank you for I don't know what you're doing right now. You're probably at Hooters,
Yeah.
7 beers deep, watching baseball. But thank you for doing that so I can be here because it means a lot to me. I love what you guys do for the league. It means a lot, like all of it. It's fantastic. And so
Yeah.
it's an honor and a privilege to be here. And it's always so much fun hanging out with you, Matt, and
No,
talking
I
about
agree.
football and about life in general.
Chip, if you want to miss more, I'd love that. And Pat, if you want to kick Chip off at any point, you're welcome in my regard, dude. I love having you on. Let's put a vote out there. No, just kidding. Don't do that. That could get dicey. Don't do that. But I loved having you on. Dude, we could go so much. I hope let's get a live stream going again this year and do something fun with it. But
I would love that. Let's pick a weekend and let's go and let's watch the games live on air.
yeah, I think we did that
And
for
rip
the final game of the regular season last year, didn't we?
And what can happen is we can easily set up like a live stream in Cincinnati where it's like at least half the league that are in real time just talking on the live stream like a Barstool style kind of like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I have the equipment to make that happen. So that would be fantastic. Let's look at that. Let's pick the best week to do it and we'll do a PMLP group podcast live. Call in when you can, drop off when you need to, but just be there. Hang out. That sounds fantastic, dude.
Man, can't wait. Can't wait.
PMLP!
Wow, we did it. Oh, I
We
can't wait
did
to
it.
see you just kill Chip. You're gonna do it.
Oh, I can't. It's gonna be a great week. I love you, Matt. I
Love
love
you
you
too.
guys. Love you, League. Have a great week. Let's keep the great season going. Jake, welcome. Get some
Welcome,
sleep.
Jake.
Get some.
Yeah.
You're tired, Jake.
Yeah,
You're a
good
little
night,
tired,
Jake.
but
Good night, bud.
You'll figure it out.